Hey, good evening, Elvis. Avery Bell here commenting on your video discussion for this week. Just a couple things to note on there. I definitely agree that some of the keys to fixing the political system as it relates to lobbyists and their interactions with politicians is to restrict and or eliminate post employment or appointment work as lobbyists, and to promote and push transparency amongst the lobbyists, who they're interacting with, where they're getting their money from, and the things that they're doing and saying in order to influence policy decisions. I just wanted to add a couple of things. I recently talked to a friend of mine that is actually a lobbyist in the state of Nevada, and I figured it would be a good insight to get, so we can perhaps see and hear the opinions of someone who's actually working in the field in a state in the U.S. So some of the things that they noted for themselves and other lobbyists that they work with is that for the most part, lobbyists, the majority of them are simply just researchers. They don't rub shoulders with the politicians. They're not necessarily the ones that are writing laws, influencing policy. They're doing a lot of research on law and things like that to see how they can best serve their clients. Another thing that they noted is that a lot of their time is actually spent in meetings with other lobbyists, with representative staffers, that type of thing. They're not just out at bars or restaurants talking to politicians, working backroom deals, smoking rooms. They're often in meetings, multiple meetings, hours at a time, and developing policy and laws that may or may not benefit their clients. Another thing that they wanted to know is that even it's not just the well-known companies or organizations such as the NRA, Planned Parenthood, GE, some of the bigger companies. It's not just those companies that have lobbyists. Even the smallest of companies need lawmakers' help to either push the services that they're offering, or help them get known. That it's not just the big evil corporations that are using lobbyists to push their wants and needs. It's essentially many companies, including very small ones, that are taking part in this process. The last thing was, I think something was really important to let everybody know, based on their opinion, is that that lobbyist organizations or lobbyists that represent clients, they're just like any other company where they're not all unethical by nature. In fact, the majority take the ethical standards that are set forth upon them very seriously, and that it's, sometimes it's the few bad eggs that make everybody look bad. But like any other company, there's ethical and unethical people, and that the ethical ones, those that love their jobs and that they want to do the right thing, they far outweigh the unethical ones.